Okay.
All right, so homework for this week. We're going to be taking a look at our jump math and making sure that our math homework's getting finished. We're going to be doing a quiz when you come back after it's not a long weekend, but your PA day weekend. So what I've got on here are a list of the questions that you should have done, which some of you handed in to me on Friday. The rest of you were supposed to take it home on the weekend, and there was a large number of jump books left over that people didn't take home even though they weren't done their jump pages. So, that is listed on here. I've also put Tuesday's math lesson, Wednesday's math lesson, and Thursday's math lesson. Don't jump ahead in your jump pages, but you need to know that by next weekend, or by the weekend, you need to be done those pages and the question numbers that go with them. So, our homework this week is, if you get this done in class, no homework. You don't get it done in class, there's homework. So you know tomorrow we're going to be doing, so let's say I'm in grade 4, there's a little chart here that tells me that I need to do PA 4-14 numbers 1 to 7 and PA 4-17 numbers 1 to 4, ACE. So we only do questions A, C, and E on 1 to 4, and then we need to do questions 5 and 7. I don't want to skip ahead and do Wednesday's lesson on Tuesday night. Why doesn't that make sense? Carter?
Because other people did the Tuesday night one, and then if you're the person that did the Wednesday night one, you're just ahead of everybody, then you don't have to do any math.
Well, or you're going to get there and go, I don't know what to do, right? And we haven't had a lesson on it yet. So don't try and jump ahead, try and stay with us as we're going through. But you really need to keep up with it, because what's going to happen on Monday is all of this is going to come together in the form of a quiz. So as long as you're sticking with it and staying up with us in class, you will not have a problem. The weekend rolls around, you're done. You don't have any extra work to do on the weekend. But if you are falling behind, you need to come in, you want to spend time with me, you want to have some time together to work through some of these problems, I'm available. But you need to be letting me know that you need that assistance as we're going through. Okay, so this is homework where really it's all about staying up with the class, right? So that we're making sure that we're staying on track so that nobody's falling behind before we get to our quiz. I've looked at all of the questions and I've put in roughly half. We're not doing all of them, so you need to pay really careful attention. If it says do questions 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, and 11, it means don't bother doing 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Now, the exception. Let's say that I'm struggling on question number 1. So I finally get my groove going on number 1, and I skip to number 3 and I'm completely baffled. Go back and do 2, if you think that it will help you. But I'm only going to require you to do these questions. So the weekend rolls around, you've done all your jump math, and you're thinking, okay, I think I've got it. Maybe I want a little more practice. You will have your jump pages and the questions you haven't done, you can go back and review them. So you've got lots of review stuff that you can work with to prepare yourself for the quiz on Monday. Okay? And you've got 3 days in there. So our reading material will be due on Tuesday, but you need to stay up with this until Monday. Which basically means that Monday night, aside from maybe doing a night of reading, you should be done. Are there any questions about that? Mariska?
What if you don't get your jump math second home? Will you still have that?
Sorry, ask that again.
So if I've got all my jump math books and stuff done, would I still have that at my house?
This is going to be in your homework book. We're going to glue these into our homework book in a minute. So you'll have this in your homework book to refer to. So you'll have your homework book, and then at night you take your jump book home. Please don't do that because it's going to hear it in the video. Thanks. Yeah?
What if you finish Tuesday night, Tuesday at school, do you have to bring your math book home Tuesday?
No, if you're done it at school, you're done. You're good. You're golden. Rock and roll. Any others? Yep.
Will we take the math books home tonight?
If you're not caught up, especially for those of you that left here on Friday and should have taken it home on the weekend, and you didn't, because you didn't get the stuff that was on the board done, I think there's a big pile of you that have books sitting in there.
Do you know the people?
Well, I can go through my pile and tell you who's done. Basically, if your book is sitting over there, chances are it's not, I'm assuming it's not done because you didn't hand it in to me
Oh,
to be checked. So,
Oh, I'm not done.
I'm done. I
Reading
hand-
Or like when
So-
Tuesday?
everything is due Tuesday, but these questions lead us to Monday, which is when we're gonna have our quiz. So we're having a patterning and algebra quiz on Monday. Okay? Any other questions? Yep,
So if we got in the homework book,
yes.
and we'll say we get it done at home, and then on an accident we do like the next one of the next day's pages.
Okay.
Do we
How do
get
you
in
do
trouble or will it just be?
Well, there's no, this is the work we're gonna be doing in class. So there's no advantage to going ahead because you're gonna be given some class time and I'm gonna give you a lesson that's gonna explain how to do it. So when you're at home and you're kind of looking at it and maybe unsure on how to answer it, it's not necessarily gonna have fit with what we've covered in class already. So don't really want you working ahead because if you do it all and it's not right, then we have to go back, erase everything and then go back, okay? So there's no advantage to working ahead. Any other questions? No? I am looking at you, but I think you're just pulling on your hair. Yeah? All right, thanks, Erin.